Hi everybody, Jacob here. Welcome back to my channel. $51.99 reduced from $75. The Barbie Corvette from the movie. Haven't seen this one in a while. Well, it's on sale here at the Mattel tent. Check out how huge this is in El Segundo, right next to LAX airport. Basically, Mattel opens up around about the 21st of October this year in 2025. This special sale tent, it goes all the way through. So I was told the 24th of December of this year. And there's a lot of reduced items. The Barbie Corvette is huge. I was looking for this one for a while now, but I do have the remote controlled version, which is a little bit smaller, and I'm kind of going to stick with that one. This one I did want, couldn't find it anywhere. Now it's on sale. Could have been a bigger sale from $75. I would have preferred to have seen like a 50% off, maybe even 60 or 70% off. But anyway, once I saw the box, this thing is ginormous. I don't have space for this. I got to prioritize other things, but it is beautiful to see. So there you have it. We're going to go and check out some of the items that I'm really into. I was looking for Masters of the Universe because you know how much I love my He-Man. We got Turtles of Grayskull, $7.99 instead of $20. And this is in particular, I think, 2 drops. So it's not like they have all the Turtles of Grayskull, but I was looking for the Ratlore in that gorgeous pink color, translucent pink, and I could never find him anywhere, under $22. Here they had him for $7.99. So I got myself a Ratlore. I also decided to get a Donatello. I'm not a big fan of the turtles, but Donatello is my favorite turtle, so I was like, for $7.99, I'm going to get Donatello. But look how many they had. And these are, by the way, I checked all the numbers on the boxes. They're all the same drops. They got Mechanic, Tila, Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello, and then the Ratlore in these individual packages, right? And then in the deluxe versions, check out the pink on that Ratlore. Oh, delicious. Now I'm thinking I should have gotten 2 to make a double-sized neck because he does has that extension that you attach to make it look like his neck popped out. You could add 2 or 3 necks if you wanted to, but it's fine. Let's not exaggerate. But here, this is my pièce de résistance King Hiss. I found one at Ross for $12.99 a couple of weeks back, but here, and then they had 4 of them, and I got just one. Then I rushed the next day. I thought, let me get some more because I want to, build up King Hiss into this huge animal because you can keep adding pieces. It's very modular. I wanted to have a foot soldier plus a huge size King Hiss, but then the next day at Ross, they were all sold out. But I was really lucky that now at the tent at Mattel, they had him for even less than what I got him at Ross. Plus they had the crazy looking Shredder, the Super Shredder. Check out the price. $11.99 instead of $27.49. This was a great reduction in price, and it was $1 cheaper than what I found him for at Ross. So I was happy that I didn't go back to, I was happy that I didn't find the other 2 the next day because I got now 2 King Hisses here, and I finally got to build up my King Hiss into this huge monstrosity of a snake. Here's a couple of close-ups of the other turtles that I could find. There was no Leonardo in this set or in these 2 sets. So this is Raphael with the front and back. Michelangelo. The back art features also the Fright Zone. Oh my God. And then we got Donatello. I managed to get the Fright Zone, not thanks to Mattel though, because it sold out immediately. I actually got the membership just for that freaking Fright Zone, and it sold out within like 15 minutes. I was so upset, but thankfully I found it on Big Bad Toy Store. So I have the Fright Zone. Will be unboxing it and building it up pretty soon. Let me know if you want to see that on my channel. Love the Fright Zone very much, by the way. So Donatello, I got him because he's my favorite turtle, but not my favorite design here within the Masters of the Universe. However, I got him. Then, Raphael, Michelangelo. So Leonardo was missing. That's okay. Ninjor in the background here. I was actually tempted to get more of these just because of the artwork on the back of these covers. They're really beautiful. The comic books are probably the same for the 2 drops. Probably going to be 2 different comic books. Tila, I did not like. I don't like the design. I don't like what they did with her. So no. Now Merman on the back cover, that would have been fabulous. I already have Skeletor. Casey Jones was also available here. Did not get him. Don't like his design. I'm really working hard to focus only on getting things I really like. I'm trying really hard, you guys, to not be a completist. I don't want to have everything. Mechanic, did not like the design. The price was great, almost, close to the prices Masters of the Universe had in the 80s. Yeah, it was more around about like $5, $6. But you know what I mean. $7, $8 is a great price for 2025. Rattler, yes, I wanted him for the longest time. And I love the fact that they use the old Rattler head that kind of busts open like a skin. And then from within comes this mutated pink Rattler. This is a genius design. Love it to bits. So I was so happy to find him for that price. Look how awesome he looks. Clamchamp was not here, but put a pin in Clamchamp because we'll get back to him in a couple of minutes in this video. And so, I mean, I am really working hard to not be a completist here. This is what I got. These are the ones I got. Donatello, Rattler, and 2 King Hisses. I already have one at home, so I have 3 King Hisses to build up. 1 to use as a foot soldier, and then the other 2 combined into monstrosity. That, what we just saw, was Jurassic World. We got $12.99 sale for these little mini versions of moving dinosaurs. I think it's electronic, it talks, it does stuff. I'm trying to twist its tail to make it do the little chomping effect. There you go. They didn't have any of the Jurassic World items I really like or wanted. $10.99 for the gigantic tracker dinosaur. Where is it? The Mapusaurus, I guess. Mapusaurus. Oh my god. Anyway, by the way, I'm not sponsored by Mattel, nor am I affiliated with them. The stuff that I got on my shopping spree that day, I bought it myself. So just letting you guys know, honest reviews always and opinions on my channel. Now, for the dinosaurs, the Indominus, not the Indominus, the Indoraptor. I already have the Indoraptor from the first release, from when Jurassic World 2 came out years ago. So it's the same sculpt almost. A little bit more shiny maybe in this version, so no. But the price was okay. I mean, instead of, what was that, $30 something, it's $12.99. Track and Attack Indoraptor. Still did not get it. Tyrannosaurus Rex, also cool. I'm focusing really hard on just getting the highlights for my collection, things that I really like. Also, these occupy a ton of space, and I'm just enjoying them from afar, filming, seeing them, finding out that, look, you can also get it for $18.99 instead of $49.99. That's over 50% off. They do state that all sales are final, no returns or exchanges. And then here's a little bit more Barbies. There was a ton of Barbies. I mean, this was mostly Barbie. Then there was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of toys for kids. I think Fisher-Price was there. Like baby stuff as well. But mostly Barbies. All kinds of Barbies. All kinds of also rare items. Like I said, that Corvette from the movie, limit of 50 per style. That kind of gave me the giggles because, okay. I mean, I guess maybe they're implying if you have a shop or if you're a reseller, they allow you to get 50 per style. Because, I mean, if you're just a collector, why would you want to get 50 unless you're not a reseller? So I don't know if Mattel is implying here that, resellers are allowed and welcome. No additional discounts apply, they state. They're saying this because, by the way, I found this out only later on in the actual Mattel shop, not the Mattel tent, that you can only shop here if you are a member. Now, it's easy to become a member. I am a member already because when you do become a member, you give them your telephone number, your phone address. Every time you shop with them, you give them your telephone number and they give you a 10% off, which is basically, if you're, California, it's literally, well, kind of more or less the amount that the state tax is, or the sales tax is. But you do get 10% off, but not in the tent, right? You can't add the 10% to the tent, but you still have to be a member to shop at the tent. Now, I also had a $10, look how huge this thing is. It's amazing, the space inside, very, very big. And the air conditioning was blasting. Oh my God, it blew my head away. Now, because I had a $10 coupon left over from my last shopping spree in June at Mattel, here I am walking to the Mattel toy store, just across the street from the tent. Here I'm checking out what they have because I needed to use my voucher, my $10 voucher, until the 31st of October. So I'm looking to see what sort of Masters of the Universe they have here. They did have that San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from 2025, the Shredder, for $45 minus the 10% off plus minus the $10 voucher that I had, but I just don't like this one. And again, I'm trying not to be a completist, just want to get the stuff that I really like. From the Origins cartoon collection, which is my favorite. I love the cartoon collection. They only had Grizzlor. Now, I already have Grizzlor. I got it from Big Bad Toy Store. There, you see, I was telling to put a pin into Clamp Champ. Check this out. They have the $7.99 Turtles of Grayskull offer, not just in the tent, but also in the Mattel store with the added Clamp Champ figure. And then they got Mechanic in the back, and that's all they had. They did not have the Rattler or the Turtles. And then we have from Masterverse, the Hordak. We got Man-at-Arms, King Randor. We had Faker, and then we have also a Skeletor. Hidden in the back was also Stratos, and then $24.19 for those. And they had Castle Grayskull from the cartoon. I never really got into that cartoon, to be perfectly honest with you. And then the motherboard as well. This one was on sale a while ago, but then they kind of reduced. They took away the sale, and now the motherboard is at full price again. I did manage to find the Grizzlor in the damaged sale section of the store. So I did get a Grizzlor with a ripped packaging for 50% off. So the Grizzlor was, instead of like being $20, it was $10. And then I also got the Masterverse or New Etheria Hordak. Minus the 10% and minus the $10 off, I ended up paying $23 for that as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, thumb up, and let me know if you want to see more. I might be driving back to the tent next week because they did tell me that they do get on rotation new items. Some things get restocked, other things get replenished or exchanged for other items. So I'm curious to see what they're going to have next week. Let me know down below. Subscribe, thumb up the video, and never give up on toy love. Bye.